Right, so today I'm gonna be doing something a little different. I walked out real early today. It's from about 6:30ish, maybe a little bit later. And I'm gonna be picking some sassafras leaves to make some tea out of because I love sassafras tea. You can pick the leaves off. I like to pick the largest, healthiest looking leaves off of the sassafras tree. Don't eat the berries. You can die from eating the berries. They're highly poisonous. Leave those for the birds and the insects. Trust me on this. You take the leaves of the sassafras. You can find this growing out in the wild. You can identify it by its left and right mitten-shaped leaves, and the fuzzy, velvety texture. It almost has the texture of mullein. If you've ever grown mullein or felt mullein, the texture of the leaves. And I'm gonna be picking some off this young plant. I don't usually pick the mitten leaves. I pick the straight leaves. And you can see the pups that this thing has produced. I might take some cuttings off of the plant soon. I'm dropping some here because I'm trying to do this with one hand. Pick some off of this branch. I don't like to. It's not my favorite time to pick it when the berries are forming. Because when the berries are forming, that's when the most energy is being put into the berries and the flowering and stuff. And not the leaves. So you get a decent amount of, or desirable amount of leaves. There's no exact math to this. You can put however many in here you want. And most people think that you can only make root beer out of sassafras. And sassafras has actually been banned in the use of root beer. Like, root beer has been made with sassafras of any quantity, way, or shape or form has been actually banned because there was a study one time on rats that a certain amount of saffro, which is found in sassafras, actually can actually cause cancer, and that is in rats, which people conduct tests on animals and not on humans, and they assume that if it happens to an animal, it can't happen to it can happen to humans. And same with like CWD or chronic wasting disease in deer and other cervids like moose, reindeer, elk, other things like that. They conducted a test on certain types of monkeys, and the contaminated meat infected them, but it's never infected a human when they have eaten the contaminated meat. And they ended up contracting CWD from the infected deer meat. And there's been a lot of stuff on YouTube. You might have seen it. It's not going to be called chronic wasting disease on YouTube. It's going to be called something along the lines of zombie deer disease. The people say it turns deer into zombies, which it doesn't. It is a prion or a prion. Say it how you want to. In the animal, the cervid. It is a prion or prion. Again, say it how you want to say it. I'm not trying to offend people here saying, oh, this is how you say it. Oh, you're saying it wrong. Type of thing that a lot of people do on here. Say it how you want it. Prion, prion. Might say it a different way. But it's found in every single animal on this earth. A prion. I say it prion. And it's formed the wrong way or something, and it bounces into other prions/prions, and it creates a almost it affects those other ones. It doesn't Okay, we are back at the mint. Now I'm gonna pluck a couple of leaves off of here to put in my tea, because I just find that it makes it. There you go. That it makes it taste better with mint. I've tried it with mint. I actually think that it tastes quite nice. I picked the bigger leaves. It helps stimulate growth. If you don't grow fresh mint in your garden, I highly recommend, I can't stress enough that you at least try fresh mint, not even the stuff you buy at the store. That's trash compared to what you would grow fresh in a garden. It just rained like a few minutes ago, so it's sopping wet out here. That's all you need right there. Wow. So yeah, hope you guys liked it. Like and subscribe. There you go, some fresh mint. You got your sassafras. I'm not gonna put all that in there. We're actually gonna dry some. I'm actually getting into the arts of herbals and botanicals and that type of stuff, because why not? I like plants. I like the taste of certain plants, and plus I've met a bunch of hippie gardeners who are like, man, you're freaking stupid. I'm like, why am I stupid? And they're like, you're not doing that. And I don't really do that a lot, so I'm gonna start doing that, and I think it's actually pretty cool. I'm making some wild lettuce and stuff. So love you guys. Hope you liked the video, and I will catch you next time. They're eating their mashed potatoes. Actually, didn't get rained on. Sorry guys, I forgot to put it away. Sorry bud. Sorry Dauber. I know you love mashed potatoes. And you won't stop climbing on me.